Good evening, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. I'm really excited. I do want to let you know there are about to be some changes in how we do what we're doing. But I have a few announcements first before I dig in. I do want to let everyone know we did our launch yesterday. And so the Your Way Recovery Group recovery program, the free online addiction recovery program, is now live. I would like to remind people to subscribe to YouTube. Last time I looked, we were at 98 subscribers. We're only 2 subscribers away from having a channel name. And so I want to remind you, subscribing is just like liking a page on Facebook. You don't get spammed with email. All it does is tells YouTube what you like, so that when you do YouTube searches, it will search in similar codes like hashtags. So they have a system that's like hashtags where you're using keywords. And it'll keep you within that realm so that you'll get more relevant videos. They'll say, oh, they like her, and other people that like her like this as well. And so they'll give you relevant content. Also relevant to some of what I do, like the brain stuff that I research. In addition to that, subscribing, also, if you do want to be notified when I'm live or upload, that notification will be available by selecting the bell notification icon. So there's that. We're really close to a channel name. The other thing I want to talk about is contributions. There are links in the description of the video that give you an opportunity to contribute. I do all of this for free, and when I was doing meetups in person, I'd get contributions from people that participated in my program. And since we went virtual, that has all but completely dried up. I have very little that I get, mostly from my group. So I have, as I've been bringing this up and getting some contributions, and I just want to say thank you. I'm so grateful to the people that have contributed. So this is how it's going to work. Coming Wednesday, so our Wednesday and Sunday schedule will be the same. So Wednesday is tips on the brain. Sunday is going to be strictly meditations. I might throw in some tips at the beginning or during the meditation, but it's going to be a meditation. And here's how it's going to work. At 6:30, we have group sessions for Your Way Recovery. So on Wednesday nights, we have people in recovery group, and on Sundays, we have a family and friends group. So support people that have people suffering addiction in their life. That will meet at 6:30. And the Advanced Practices Content group, if you're a member of that, you know who you are, will meet at 7:30. Now, what will happen is video with the brain tip or the meditation will load at 7 p.m. So how it'll work is this. If you're in one of the groups for Your Way, we'll be meeting and talking. Whenever we're done, you'll have that video to go watch to do your homework. People in Advanced Practices Content will be able to watch the video at 7 for our meeting at 7:30. So I hope that makes sense. The video will be available at 7 to both groups, but I will be live online on Google Meet at 6:30 for one group and then 7:30 for the other group. It works out really well. It gets everyone what they need, and I'm really excited about it. I think that's all the announcements. I go ahead and fade over to that meditation. And tonight's meditation is going to be a releasing meditation. This is the first meditation that will be part of our Your Way Recovery program. So I want to give people a chance to start that program with a release. And so I'm going to begin the meditation by just taking a deep breath, relaxing into the moment. Becoming fully present right in this moment. I'm going to calm my mind. Just going to give myself permission to be right here, right now. Letting go of anything else that might be happening in my life. Financial responsibilities, work, bills I have to pay, my grown-up things to do. I'm also going to just let go right now of anything that's not happening in the room where I am right now. So my relationships, whatever happened yesterday, what might happen tomorrow, I'm just letting all of that go. And I'm coming into an authentic place with myself where I'm allowing myself to just shed masks and expectations, to be fully present as who I am today. I really am going to accept anything I consider limitations, places I want to grow, and just say, this is where I am today. And for this meditation, for this next 15 minutes, I'm just going to be okay with that. I'm going to leave everything else at the door and just be where I am right now. And as I decide to do that, I feel tension released from my body. I feel anxiety fall away. And I connect with my body. I think of my feet and my legs, my arms, my torso, my head. And I think of the skin around my body, and I mentally relax beyond the skin into the flesh beneath, into the muscle, the blood coursing through my veins, into the bone, to all the organs, into my brain. Just feel my attention collapsing away from the outside environment and into the internal tissue in my body. I'm not really worried about the function. I might focus on parts of the body where I've had issue. So if there's any pain or injury, any part of your body that you don't feel is as healthy as you want it to be, it could be a muscle or an organ, it could be your brain or your eyesight, it could be whatever you want, but just relaxing myself back into the tissue of my body. So my muscle has tissue, my veins have tissue, my skin has tissue, my brain has tissue. And as I focus on this individual part of my body, I'm going to think about one area of my body. I'm going to sink into the tissue of that area. And I'm going to be aware of my whole body. You don't need to pick an area. You can just do your whole body. You can sink into an area of your body. But knowing that it's occurring in your whole body at the same time. So as you sink into that area, start to imagine that you're just minute and you're inside of that tissue. And relax yourself further and further into the tissue until now you're connected to the cells in that tissue. So you're connecting with your body at a cellular level. You might even be able to imagine your body as this collection of cells, as just this cellular being. Now imagine yourself collapsing into the cell. You're not going to worry about the health or anything of the cell. Just be in the cell. Be aware of being in all the cells of your body. Like a mirroring effect, like as you sink into one cell, you're in all the cells. And now sink back to that place of DNA. So within the cell, collapsing enough that now you're the DNA of the cell. Be aware of the strand of DNA. How it's linked. And just see it the way you're seeing it. Each of us is going to be unique. And the right visual picture will come to you for your DNA. It doesn't have to be accurately looking exactly like DNA. Just allowing it to be whatever you see. And now as you're in the DNA of your body, so again, you're in all the DNA. This mirroring effect has taken place and you're in the DNA. You become aware that the DNA is either slightly or significantly constricted. Like the strands, all the molecules, the strands of DNA are tighter than they need to be. And so what I want you to do is I want you to take a deep breath. And as you release that breath, allow those DNA strands to relax. So almost fall open. So you can almost imagine them like hanging on a string, and as you let go, that all of the pieces expand. Just taking another deep breath. And as you exhale, allowing them to expand even further and being aware of your whole body, the DNA expanding, particularly in the place that you had focus, the place where you might not have felt completely healthy. Just imagine all the pressure of if you had tight muscles or tension in your body at all, the veins relaxing, muscles falling away from the bone, and that DNA just being allowed to relax and open up. Melting almost, expanding, taking another deep breath. And again with the exhale, just feeling that expansion, just everything in your body relaxing. Now what I want you to become aware of is this, and this will end up being where I leave you in your meditation. But all of a sudden notice as you're here with your DNA, notice all the little molecules of unnecessary debris that are allowed to now drift away. So if you imagined your DNA was tight in a pool, and as you relaxed, it opened, and everything that it has been discarding that it doesn't need anymore is floating out into that fluid. That fluid is in your body, and it's there to deliver what you don't need anymore to your elimination system. So everything that floats outside of your DNA is going to be washed of your body, out of your body. Might leave your body in sweat, in skin cells falling away, through your digestive system. Some way, everything that's floating away from that DNA is going to leave your body because you no longer need it. It was just stuck in there, in that tension. So what I'd like you to do is to continue to, let's begin by doing this together. Continue by taking another deep breath. And as you exhale now, just imagine all of that stuff being washed away from your DNA. You might even consider, as you exhale, blowing on it. Just allowing, as you inhale again, that liquid in the body getting in and washing out that DNA, and as you exhale, pulling everything away from the DNA that it doesn't need. Also, as you continue, realize you don't ever have that, it never at any point does that DNA need to contract again. It's only contracted when we're triggered. So as long as you maintain this expanded space with your DNA, everything it doesn't need will naturally drift away from it. It'll slow the body down so that the cells can reproduce at a healthy rate, eliminating conditions like cancer, which is just overactive cell reproduction. But your DNA is relaxed now, has no reason to overproduce. So what I want you to do is, as you continue your meditation practice tonight, I would like you to continue to inhale and exhale and just feel everything that your body no longer needs. You don't have to think about what it is that's leaving. You don't have to know what it is or what it represents. The body will not shed anything that is significant to it. So you won't lose anything that's important to you. Just again, just letting that DNA have room to operate in a healthy way. So again, I'm going to leave you there, and just what I'd like you to write about is being in the experience of feeling what you don't need anymore drift away from you. You don't have to worry about where it goes. It will be metabolized. So the body will use what it wants to use for resource, for nutrition or energy, and it will discard what it doesn't need. It will leave room for any new nutrients you put in your body to be utilized in a better way, bringing you health and well-being. This is a really good meditation to just do daily. It's a great one for when you're going to sleep at night. So again, I'm going to leave you and let you be in the space of the meditation. For those of you that are in the private group, I will see you at 7 p.m. on Google Meet. For everyone else, I'll see you next Wednesday for the Did You Know brain hack. That will be uploaded and available. It will go live at 7 p.m. So until then, I hope you have a beautiful evening, and I do wish you tremendous success on your journey.